8 reasons why people don't like you and how to change this. Ladies, before you dismiss this as some feeble attempts to encourage you to pander to people, please be aware that there is something intriguing about a woman who is confident enough in her own skin that she doesn't really care about what people think of her. And that is a good thing. However, there are some personality traits that you are probably displaying that are repelling people away from you. Now that is something that needs to change if you are on the elegance journey. So stay with me whilst I discuss these 8 pertinent reasons, these very, very important reasons why people possibly don't like you and what you can do about this to refine your personality to become that respectable woman of elegance. My wonderful elegance ladies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Vivian and I'm the founder of Woman of Elegance, which is a platform I've created to help women globally be the most elegant, refined and sophisticated women that they can be. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing this video with friends you think will benefit from it. So without further ado, let's discuss these 8 all-important reasons. Point number 1, you are nosy and love gossip. Ladies, be honest. Are you the type of individual who thrives on gossip? You literally cannot function without your daily dose of Darjeeling tea. Let's face it, most women like to gossip. However, keep in mind that all gossip is not bad. You may have heard of an associate or an acquaintance who recently gave birth, or one who just moved to another country for work, or perhaps someone who recently got divorced. It is natural for topics like this to come up in conversation because it's really the way we communicate as human beings. However, this becomes a problem when you garner a reputation for being the woman who announces every single thing to everyone every single time. Ladies, you do not want this type of reputation. Believe me, you will lose credibility and people refuse to take you seriously when you are known for being Miss Sky News, announcing every single bit of information as if your life depends on it. But let's say you're amongst a group of friends and you mention something about somebody neutrally, and that's okay. Another thing that you must keep in mind to refrain from is being a malicious gossip. This is when you start to fabricate stories or parts of stories to make the subject matter look bad. Believe me, if you do this, guaranteed people will start talking about you in the same way. In order to exude elegance in this regard, don't be the first person to announce news about others. Let others tell you. Also, don't make assumptions and comments when people tell you things because you simply do not know whether it's absolutely true or not. Obviously, there are exceptions such as announcing the death of a family member. However, it is best to apply discretion and simply wait for others to tell you first. Also, ensure you verify news as truth before you tell another person. It's impossible to reduce the negative effects of gossip once it gets into the public domain. Point number 2, you are a jealous person. Jealousy is a natural emotion. Imagine you have a sister or a brother. Let's say you have a sibling who consistently made straight A's at school, received scholarships to 150 universities worldwide, is incredibly beautiful or handsome, engaged to the most beautiful or handsome fiance, and is loved and respected by everyone around them. And you are just plain Jane. You're a school dropout. You can't keep a man. Ladies, how would you deal with this honestly? I would feel horrible naturally because it's natural to feel mediocre in the midst of such a person. However, ladies, just because it's a natural emotion, it doesn't make it right at all. How do you counteract these horrible feelings of jealousy? Well, first of all, you need to look inwards. Do you see your sibling as someone who is just lucky or blessed? Or would you say that they've worked exceptionally hard, at least in some areas of their life, to attain a level of excellence? Or do you think that there are changes that you could make to improve some areas of your life? What are your gifts? And before you interject and say that you don't have any gifts, know that everyone has a gift. You just need to tap into it. Secondly, as hard as it may be, Try not to compare yourself to anybody. Really start to take a good look at yourself and see how you can be the best version of yourself. You can seek therapy, write a journal, start working out, learn a new skill or a craft. Unfortunately, you being jealous of your sibling is not going to make them any less of a success. It's literally like drinking poison and expecting another person to die. Being jealous will only make you bitter and angry. Try to be humble enough to ask your sister or your trusted friends around you how you can be a better person. Honestly, ladies, jealousy is an emotion that if it's not kept in check, it will fester and could even cause you to do unimaginable things. Get your jealousy in check now. Point number 3. You talk too much. Ladies, are you known for being the woman who talks to no end? Do you realize you talk too much? Or have you ever been told that you are extremely talkative? I think that many of us have encountered people who constantly talk and you just think to yourself, when is this person going to stop talking? When you talk excessively, you bore your listeners, and one of the tenets of excellent communication is being able to discern when you are talking too much. If your listeners are starting to get irritated, looking around for opportunities to exit the conversation, then you know you have a problem. Ladies, a good way to keep your talking in check is to listen more. Let the other person speak more than you do. If you are among friends, it's important to let other people speak too. Ladies, if you've stopped receiving invites to social gatherings, or if your friends rarely answer your calls, or if you find yourself the only one in a group speaking, then please take an honest look at yourself and decipher whether it's because you talk excessively. You don't want a reputation for being an annoying talkative. Point number 4, you're a liar. I would say that lying and being deceptive in general is a trait that could seriously tarnish your image and reputation. Lies destroys families, marriages, and friendships. What you coined as just a little white lie can cause you to lose your job and your reputation. It takes a lifetime to build a good reputation and just one lie to tear it down. There are so many reasons why a person might lie. It may be because you don't want to let another person down, or you're trying to conceal some wrongdoing which could have disastrous consequences should the truth come to light. Or it's because you wish to avoid some type of punishment. Some people may even lie to themselves because they just can't face reality. No matter how justifiable the reason may be, elegant women refrain from lying. Besides, keeping up a lie is mentally exhausting. Secondly, it's very difficult to trust a person once they've been dishonest, no matter how much they've tried to turn a new leaf. Ladies, please refrain from telling lies, no matter how difficult you may find this, because once the damage is done, it is very difficult to undo this damage. Ladies, do you notice something a little bit different today? Yes, indeed, my setup is different, but I am sitting on the most glorious swivel chair. I have been on YouTube for a few years now, so posture is incredibly important. I was so excited that FLEXISPOT reached out to me because they have brilliant ergonomic pieces of furniture, tables, chairs, you name it. FLEXISPOT are a pioneer in great ergonomic designs that helps with posture, and for somebody who does suffer from back pain, this has been a lifesaver. It operates on a 360 rotation and you can actually fully recline it all the way back. So it really is a multifaceted chair, especially if you're trying to improve your posture, if you have issues with your back or what have you. It is a very, very handy chair to have in your house. And it has a little compartment at the side to enable you to put a remote control in, or your phone, or whatever it might be. It really is a great chair, incredibly comfortable and ergonomic. So I am very, very much looking forward to recording on YouTube using this comfortable chair. Ladies, go onto FLEXISPOT.com and see the incredible selection that they have. I'm so delighted with the new feature in my living room. So here we are. Point number 5, you're Mrs. Mean and Negative. The 5th reason why people may not like you is because you are negative. You're known as Negative Nancy, and you turn even joyous occasions into streams of negativity. For example, you're at a wedding. Oh, why did the bride choose that dress? Oh, why did she agree to marry that man? Your friend gets her dream job. I know somebody that works for that company, and it's been said the work culture is horrible. All the best with your new work-life balance. When the waiter brings the food, what is that smell? Why are the portions so small? That wallpaper decor is so dated. Essentially, everything that emanates from the person's mouth reeks of negative energy. Ladies, I implore you not to allow this to be you. If you have a reputation for consistently being a negative person, then you really need to change. One of the qualities of a woman of elegance is that she endeavors to see the positive in situations. Of course, we are humans, and it's not possible to be positive 100% of the time. However, if we constantly spew this rotten negativity, then it's something that needs to be fixed immediately. Imagine your group of friends come out for a seemingly glamorous night out, and then you dampen the evening with negativity. People will start avoiding you like the plague if you do this. Point number 6, you're never happy for people. The 6th reason why people may dislike you is because you are not happy for people. I personally think that there's a real problem among women, and unfortunately, this is why I think the sisterhood and the International Women's Day is a little bit of a farce. Sometimes I'll watch a football match and I see the male players in complete jubilation when one of their teammates scores a goal. They jump over the player in genuine happiness. They never say to themselves, oh, that idiot, how comes he always scores a goal and I never do? Well, it doesn't come across that way anyway to me. They look genuinely happy for each other. Ladies, why can't that be you? Why can't that be us? We are so powerful when we're happy for each other. Let's celebrate each other's successes and mourn each other's failures. It is so important to be able to be happy for each other. Don't be the woman who has a face like a wet blanket when your fellow woman tells you good news. Stop the backbiting, stop the maliciousness, and stop the jealousy and hate. Nobody wants to be around a woman who cannot be happy for others. Let's help change the narrative. Point number 7, you constantly complain. Ladies, are you the kind of person that constantly complains about their lot in life? Is your life that bad? You just have to look at the lives of those in war-torn lands, for example, and see how blessed you really are in comparison. Honestly, nobody likes a constant complainer or somebody who looks for the bad in everything. Has your man grown cold towards you and seeks to avoid you these days? Could it possibly be because you constantly complain? When you complain, you make yourself a victim. Instead of doing whatever it takes to change your situation, you complain in the hope that people will feel sorry for you. Ladies, if you are a serial complainer, let's see if you can go 3 days without complaining about anything. Instead of complaining, perhaps see the positives in your situation. Start to see challenges and setbacks as opportunities for improvement rather than reasons for constant complaint. Point number 8, you're unnecessarily competitive. The 8th reason on this list people may dislike you is because you are unnecessarily competitive. Ladies, don't get me wrong, competition can be healthy. It can be a way to up your game, improve yourself, or set your standards even higher. However, are you known as somebody who constantly seeks to compete with your fellow woman? If this is the case, ask yourself, why? Are you jealous of her success, or do you want to aim higher? I see a lot of women in the social media space, for example, really indirectly battling it out with each other. Which posts get the most likes? Who has the most followers? Who gets the most attention? Ladies, don't acquire a reputation for being bitterly competitive. It will rob you of your happiness in the long run. Remember that comparison is the thief of joy. Ladies, I really hope you found this video informative and it's encouraged you to become a better person and refine your personality to be that glowing, glittering woman of elegance. Thank you very much for watching.